Planet Coaster 2 has been out for just under a month now, and as much fun as the game has been, it's safe to say that there's been a whole heap of issues that have come with it. From general performance issues to the fact guests can stay in a water slide that does a 90-degree turn after a 300-foot drop, to the console prominent UI and the lack of certain features we've wanted to see. Well, in a brand new update coming on the 12th of December, lots of these things will be fixed and added, including attaching ride scenery on tracked rides, changing those annoying menus, and finally, they are adding onload and offload stations. Sounds like such a sad thing to want, but they're adding it finally. And what's more exciting is the fact that Frontier have very kindly given me early access to some footage of new things they've been working on in this update, including different fixes, new pieces of scenery, and also those station changes. So be sure to watch till the end so you don't miss any of this. And if you aren't already and you do enjoy this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 100,000 subscribers now. We're under 4,000 away now, I think, which is crazy. So if you want to help towards that goal, it'd be greatly appreciated. So then, the Planet Coaster 2 update. What can we expect from this huge December free update? I do find it funny they're literally calling it a free update when they're just fixing the game, but we move. Now, before I go through this footage that I've been sent, I do want to say that there are a lot more different fixes and changes that have been added that aren't in these pieces of footage, and I might list a few of them throughout the video, but if I miss any, then we'll see it in December. And some of these range from very small things to very, very big game-changing things. One of the smaller things being edge scrolling. As you can see on this piece of footage here, we're sort of dragging the mouse up, down, and left and right to the edge of the screen, and it's scrolling the screen along, which obviously I don't think I'll really use that, but it's useful to some people. They've also added it so that when you go underwater in the game, there's nice water droplets that come on screen when you are dipping in and out of the pools, which that's one of those features that they obviously haven't fixed, they've just added to the game. But it's a really nice touch, you know. I mean, once you go fully submerged, obviously you come back up and the whole screen is covered. But if you only half submerge the screen, only half the screen covers with those water droplets. So something quite different. It doesn't really make a difference to the game, but it's one of those things that you can appreciate for the realism. And something else I know a lot of you will massively appreciate them fixing is when you are building something or you place down a blueprint, the browser at the bottom will completely disappear, and then you'll have to find that blueprint again, scroll down if you want something similar, or it was just really annoying because the browser would close when it's not supposed to. Well, as you can see by this piece of footage, you have now got that fix in the game. Of course, you're building a path there, you can just switch straight to pools, place down a blueprint of the pool, and then the browser remains there. So quite an easy thing in the game. Probably should have been in it already, definitely should have, but at least they've listened to us and brought that feature forwards and actually fixed it. Another thing is the angle snap feature in the game too. In the original game you could just toggle it on and off, but this time you had to slide it off, which is a bit sort of tedious to do. So now they have a tick box option, as you can see, ticking the angle snap on and off, and that goes for length snap, working height snap, everything that has a snap, including the coaster builder and everything. Those tick boxes will be easily accessible to just click and then they're done. Off goes the angle snap, and that is a fantastic thing to see. Here's a quick look at the fact we can now finally add custom scenery to just tracked rides in general, because for some reason you could do coasters and flat rides but not tracked rides. Don't know why. But as you can see on this bus ride, you just go into the customize tab like you do in the other rides, and then you just add whatever you want. A singular set of lights. Oh, no, two. Lovely. Masterpiece, that. But no, that's a thing that I thought would be in the game already, but the fact it wasn't, maybe it wasn't ready, or maybe they were just trying to, I don't know, do some things with it to make sure it works properly, because I know a lot of tracked rides are one single sort of conveyor belt of actual tracked ride. But yeah, another thing, at least it's in the game, and something a lot of PC players will be very happy about, because this complaint seemed to take over the internet when the game first came out, is the fact they have now increased the guest limit from 6,000 to 12,000. Now, I do still think it could be unlimited, although, again, when am I ever going to have a park with 65 million guests in? I do think having the slider go all the way to the right and saying no cap, just see how much your PC can run, would be a good thing, because I know a lot of people will probably still complain about the 12,000. So 12,000 is an improvement, but hopefully one day we do get unlimited. A feature to do with the UI that we've actually been given a preview of here is the new coaster menu. Of course, in the actual game itself, it's just a pop-up screen that comes up massive, and you see the coaster names, but you can't really sort of just look and choose. You have to scroll through and like click the different names and know them by name, which obviously is not fun for a first-time player. So what they've done is they've made the create custom bit all in the bottom of that screen. As you can see, all of those different coasters there, and they do look great. Video just stopped. Fantastic. But I think that will be a lot easier to navigate for a lot of people, considering that main screen that used to come up, or that still does, literally you have to go by name of the ride. So to just see all of the different photos like that, amazing. Much like the first game with that menu. Perfect. And guess what else is perfect to see in this update? Loads of new scenery items, including a brand new special effect, which I thought would be in the game from the start anyway, and I am excited to use them with the sequencer tool, but I'll get onto that in like 2 seconds. Because first, we have glass pieces in the game now. Some of them have frames, as you can see there, and they are flexi color, so you can change the color of those frames, and then other ones don't have the frames, so if you just want to make a glass window without a frame, go for it. But with the scaling tool, this will be really, really useful for our parks, because, well, who doesn't like a bit of glass? Hey, considering Planet Coaster 1 didn't have these in for like ages, I'm so glad we're getting this not even a month afterwards probably. So yeah, very excited to use the glass, as I am very excited to use the custom supports in the game. Oh, we've been waiting for this. As you can see, there's an entire menu for it, and you sort of have like a whole range of different coaster supports, all the flanges and the actual like bases, the concrete pieces again, and those cylinders. So I think it's literally just what they had in Planet Coaster 1, just brought over. Another thing we had to wait years for on Planet Coaster 1. So again, we've only waited a month. That's fine by me. And the same could be said for the new special effects, because again, I'm glad we haven't waited ages for this either. But they are now, and I am of course talking about brand new fireworks in the game. Now I think they've changed some of the shapes and stuff. I know they're only showing 2 right here, but there are a whole heap of different designs of fireworks. They told us different logos are in it. There's going to be like just generic fireworks, like the sizzler ones and stuff. I don't know what the names of them are. The ones that go bang. Those ones. But yeah, seeing the display sequencer icon have those fireworks coming out and not have fireworks, I'm so glad we're actually getting them now. It's going to look amazing on a park skyline. Maybe in my little theme park I'm making. I could do a fireworks show. 10 likes and I'll do that. But now we get to probably the most exciting part of this entire update coverage. Well, in my eyes anyway. The fact janitors will now empty bins when they didn't before. What a feature! I am of course joking. There is one feature that's been added that is just amazing, and that is the onload and offload station. And here you go then, you click on the station menu and you can see right unloading station or right loading station. So they've just placed down an unloading station first, and then they've gone to place down a loading station right there. And they've just placed that down. And as you can see, you have 2 different stations, one where you offload and one where you unload. I've been waiting for this feature in this game for so long, and genuinely to see this on this type of coaster, I was a bit worried because it said where applicable, and I was a bit worried like, oh, they might just choose 1 or 2 coasters to put it on. But seeing it on that accelerator coaster, I actually have my hopes up that it is on every single one that can possibly have it. And they also gave us footage of the new staff entrances that will be on the main onload station, because obviously there's no exit for the mechanic to walk up to actually service the ride. So now you can put it on the entrance onload platform and offload and offload. But they've actually thought about that, which I really respect. But genuinely, I think this addition is perfect for the game. We haven't seen this sort of onload and offload since like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. So to see it in this game, amazing. Obviously, they've only shown us so much. They've even talked about those body slides and the sort of flume mechanics, because I know we heard a lot about the physics and they were trying to fix them. They are still working on that, so I'm not too sure whether by the time this video comes out, they'll confirm whether or not they're actually going to add it in this update, or it might be delayed for a future hotfix. We'll just have to wait and see. They've given us no other information about that update coming out, so there might be some other stuff. There might not be. That might be it. But even if it is just that, I am so happy with all of it. I just pray that this update makes the game work now. I'll be making a video on the date of release of this update to sort of show you what is there to see in this update. And of course, we're going to play around with all of this in my custom park series. So if you want to check that out, link in top right and in the description. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe. Like I said, 100,000, so near. Crazy. And if you do actually want to see the entire list of things coming in this update, then please be sure to watch this video on screen right now, because there's quite a few like performance things and sort of minuscule updates, bug fixes and stuff that I haven't listed in this video because we didn't get footage of bug fixes because there's just so many of them. Watch it!